I think if you're a woman and you support Donald Trump, you're not a feminist, and you are only making it worse for the rest of the community. Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. What is feminism in your definition?
Just empowering women, I guess.
Equal rights for everybody.
Okay. Cute.
I believe feminism is women's getting their rights to equal opportunity when it comes to in the workplace, in society.
Like egalitarianism with empowerment of women as at the forefront.
Equality, basically, just between men and women.
I guess like being an advocate for girls' rights and stuff like that.
Women expressing an openness about who they are without having to hide something, without having to feel that they're being judged differently than men according to some sort of standard that's held to them by society or politics or anything of that.
Drop the mic, honey. Do you guys identify as feminists?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Cool. Love the confidence there.
I do love women, so if loving women is being a feminist, then I am the biggest feminist on the planet. I love you girls, ladies. See? Not girls, ladies.
Personally, I've never really been asked that question before. Like,
First for everything.
Usually when I hear of a feminist, I hear of like women that like be like, oh, we're better than men and stuff. So that's what my male friends have told me. So I assume that I'm not a feminist, but yeah.
You gotta talk to more girls about it, because I feel like the men are gonna spin it.
Of course. I don't think there's any way to be a woman and not be a feminist at the same time.
Thank you.
I don't know. I think I support it, but like I don't like go out of my way, like, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely support it.
Okay.
I would say that I do, but I like to define it first, because I think sometimes like people can be like, oh my gosh, I hate men and like they're the worst people in the world. And I mean, you definitely have those like, I think they're
terrible men.
Yeah, they're anti-manist, but I don't think that's feminist. I think like feminist is pro-women being able to change the world, you know? So, and empower other people to do the same. Yeah. And I totally think that I am a feminist by that definition.
Yes. I guess to a certain extent, because I'm not like some feminists are like really like, you know, yeah, but not so much, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll support feminism. It's, you know, again, equality. Regardless of gender, I don't care what it is. You know, we all, at the end of the day, we're all human beings, so that's what comes first.
Do you think that there's such thing as toxic femininity? Because, you know, there's this whole thing about toxic masculinity. Yeah, exactly. So do you think that it exists like in the other way?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Like I've heard of toxic masculinity and I understand it, but I don't think that exists.
Yeah, for sure. Just because I think some women are trying to just be the better gender, which is okay to an extent, because I guess for so many years of us being seen as, you know, unequal, and with everything going on, you know, now with the whole rape culture. But, you know, I believe that we should do that to a certain extent, or else it becomes, like you said, toxic.
Of course, there are all great things about feminism. There are great things about being a woman, but there's good and bad, and anything bad about being a woman expressed overly is toxic.
People that try to push these certain old, like, traditional, like, standards of femininity, and that, like, you have to be like this, and there's a lot of, like, people that try to express their, like, femininity in a way that can often, like, they're trying to bring down other women.
Some women, they just say, oh, down with men, or women are better than men. And I don't really think any gender is better than another. I feel like because we're all humans, we're all the same.
What he was saying about just gender roles, what he said, just if you're when you're pushing them like as hard as some people do, it just hurts other people. Right. Because everybody should just be themselves.
Right, yeah.
It's so, he always says everything that I want to say, but like in 3 words.
Yeah. So how do you feel about the Time's Up Me Too movement? Do you think that it might be doing us more harm than good, or do you think we're progressing with it?
I actually think it's great.
Oh no, I think it's great, but also I feel a little bit bad for for men, just because some men, it's like you don't want to tell women, and it's like, are you sure that happened? But at the same time, it's like maybe a man didn't mean to. I don't know. I for sure stand with the women that, because it's not easy to come out with that. But I feel like some women take advantage of it.
The problem, Bill Cosby's case. Like, I love Bill Cosby, and like, it makes me sad that he's in jail. He's America's dad and stuff. But like, now that he's getting in trouble for it when he's old, I feel like that bothered me a little bit. But after hearing the women's stories, it made me, happy to feel like, even though this happened a long time ago, justice is finally being served.
I definitely, it's very important. I love it. I do think, like, to some degree, the culture of, like, cancel culture, it needs to be reevaluated.
I did a video on cancel culture. R. Kelly. Should check it out.
It's time. It's meant to be like with R. Kelly and stuff, and 20 years of women saying stuff, and then no one was listening, and now they're listening. So I think the Me Too movement is doing good.
It's finally time. It really is finally time that we start bringing, like, sexual abusers, pedophiles, and rapists that get put on a pedestal.
R. Kelly.
And R. Kelly. 6ix9ine, Sheck West, all of them.
It's so progressive because there's a lot of, it used to be super hush-hush, like rape, assault, coercion. Like, you didn't really even know what that was. You're like, oh, was I raped? Like, question mark? Like, I don't really know what this means, because nobody talks about it. And everyone was, like, scared because they're like, oh my gosh, my boss or my boyfriend or my dad or uncle or whoever. And they didn't feel like it was safe to talk about. And I think, like anything, it can be taken into an excess and, hurt people unintentionally. But I think it can be a great thing as well.
If it's time's up and they want to speak about certain issues, that's how you do it. You bring about the issue and talk about it. And that's how you get things started. That's how you progress in finding a solution to whatever problem you have. So.
You got to start a conversation. That's what I'm trying to do here.
I think it's definitely helping us progress. I love you, Gabrielle Union. You're my favorite person in the world if you ever see this.
You kind of look like her.
Really? I've got that before, but usually when I have my hair straight. But thank you. Wow.
Do you think that there's anything anti-feminist that hasn't been called out yet? Like, some people are saying, like, some of these rap videos, or like, why are we still singing Eminem?
Yes, I literally, and I'm like, maybe I'm like, I take what I say with a grain of salt because I also love rap music, and I shouldn't love it as much as I do, but I totally sing along. And then I think about the lyrics, like, and I'm like, oh my gosh, all they're doing is calling somebody like a hoe or this, that, and the other, and like really derogatory, like downgrading terms and names, and like, and it's not applied to men.
I mean, some people aren't like recognizing trans women, and I feel like if you're only
like, they have like half-naked women dancing in the videos. I give more power to them. Oh my god. Like, if they want to do that, then you know what, let them do that. That's their body. Like, if they feel confident doing that, then power to them,
See, that's a feminist opinion right there. I love that.
What is anti-feminist?
Just anything like against women, against, like, do you think
church?
Church. Ooh, that's a good one. No one's really brought that
Church
up.
hates you guys for some reason.
Not cool, right?
So lame. Y'all the truth. Y'all the beginning.
Thank you. Because some people were saying like rap videos maybe
Oh
hasn't
yeah,
been.
for sure. Like with girls twerking and stuff.
Says a girl wants to twerk.
Yeah. I mean, as long as she enjoys it.
As long consensual twerking. Got you. Yeah, I don't really. I was wondering if I feel like Eminem is pretty anti-feminism that he hasn't really been called out, but I mean. She said the candy. The rapper. I guess they have heels on. Yeah. No.
I think they're amazing black men who are just incredible and they treat women amazing. But I think there's also like in the culture, like the hip hop culture, like it's definitely a lot of like downgrading terms and calling everybody like some B words and some, you know, and I think that's anti-feminist, even though it sounds amazing and I love to like
be shaking our ass to it, but
you know what I'm saying?
Lastly but not leastly, do you guys feel comfortable one day raising a daughter like in the political climate that we have right now?
Yes. Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't want to, but if I had one, obviously, I do the best I can.
But you wouldn't prefer it?
Yeah, I wouldn't prefer it.
Gotcha.
It just seems harder.
I think it would be challenging, but I think I could stand it. I would love to have a woman, a child to train up to be a good woman.
No. Like, no, not at all. Like, there's so many things that I can't do now. So imagine, like, in the future, like, my daughter's not going to be able to do, like, anything. And I just feel like having a son is more easier. And then, you know, they'll have, like, more freedom. They can wear whatever they want and stuff. They can walk to, like, the park in the middle of the night and don't have to worry about anything. Yeah. So I feel like, no,
what a privilege those men have.
I would. I don't know if I'm prepared yet. I don't know if I'm prepared.
Wow, that's really interesting. So I would always say like I did not want to have a daughter because I'm like they would have to go through so much crap. But I think I would raise a daughter in this political climate, but I also wouldn't. So
there's that.
Yeah, I think I would be totally apprehensive. Like I think I would probably definitely I would have to like raise her to be like a leader of change.
Yeah, I definitely have no problem raising a daughter with our current political situation and stuff because it's to the point where you're seeing things actually happen and you're starting to feel more comfortable with, you know, the world and how it is. But, you know, we're definitely making progress. So.
I want young girls to know that you can be and do anything you want. Literally. Wherever you are. You can change the world. But I also want you to love every single person, and men included.